Okay, this video is going to be about comparing the total gym to the inversion table. And the reason being is because they can both use gravity boots. These are the Teeter. They have the hooks on here, and I highly suggest you getting these, and I'll get back to that in a little bit. Okay. Now the inversion table, what's nice about this is that it only weighs 56 pounds. This is really light. Once you take the cuffs off and you put this bar on, it drops the weight about 5 pounds, maybe more. So it's really, really light. Much lighter than like the Ironman, I think weighs about 70 pounds. Now, if you own an Ironman or one of the other brands, I'm not suggesting that you buy a different table. But if you haven't actually bought one yet, I would highly suggest you buying one that can use the gravity boots. Much more versatile, easier to use, and you can use gravity boots on the total gym. You can use them on the playground. You can use them on a bar in your backyard, wherever. But gravity boots, you can take them on vacation with you. You don't have room to take something else. Just a much better setup. And the Teeter is about $300. This is the EP-560, and the boots are about $100. So you're going to spend about $400, but it's well worth it over the long haul. To get on here, now normally you would have to pull a pin. This one you don't have to pull, this one stays because it's bolted in. Or you'd have to push a bar. You have to bend down a little bit, or quite a bit, depending on how tall you are, to push a bar down or pull it up in order to get in. But this one, you can actually be straight up like here and just hook your feet in without pushing any bar, without having to come down here, and be up here, and then just go ahead and invert. You don't have to go all the way. You can just sit here for a little bit. If you want to check out an app, it's on the App Store. It's called Timewinder, Timewinder. There is a inversion therapy app timer that I put on there. It's not my app, but I put a timer on there. You can use it, you can change it, you can make your own. But on the inversion table, about 20 degrees is where you start to get help, because that's when your body starts to slide. That's what studies have shown. And then 60 degrees is which is basically when you grab the handles down here. This is where studies have shown you get the maximum benefit. Now, of course, you can go to a full 180 if you want to, but you don't have to. One of the nice things about the inversion table is you cannot do on the total gym is that you can rock back and forth. And this feels really good. It's very soothing. Has some different benefits. And in the book, Better Back, Better Body by Joanne Broach, she talks about that as well as other things. One of the things also too is that when you go down here to a steeper angle than you can go in a total gym, this really helps out your lymphatic system, clearing waste and stuff. This is really good for you. You come back up, you can just use your hands. Now, if you have to use the bars to come up, if you have to use these or anything, then you may have a serious weight problem or a cheap unit, or you have your inversion table set up wrong. So just use your hands, you come back up, never have to push a bar. I'm still laying down, I can come out. Here, you take the other one out, and you're done. Okay, that's as easy as it is. Now, I'm going to move this out of the way. This is not normally the way I move it, but I'm going to move it just to get it out of the way for a second. I'll show you a different way in a little while, so I can show you more about the total gym. Now, for this, today I'm not even going to use the cables. This is a whole separate video for that. But we're just going to slide it over this way so I can show you what I did. Now, you take the pins, set this to the very highest level, put the pins in. This gives you the most room for the inversion boots. I highly suggest that you buy a unit that you get one that has height adjustment on here. Okay. Now, what you can do, and normally I'm at level 3. This is how easy it is to change levels. You never have to go around to decide to change a pin. But anyway, you sit right here on the edge, and what I did is I cut out the center right here. The wing attachment pull bar. I used to use this, but when I got the gravity boots, this was no longer needed. And the gravity boots are much more comfortable. So I only need this for the pull-ups or out here. I put collars on the end to keep the patch from going off, or you can use hose clamps like I have on my total gym. But these are basically barbell collars. I took the sit on the edge here, bring up the gravity boot, hook it on, hook this one on, go down as far as you can, and then as you lean down, your back goes down, the bed here in the podium is going to come up. So you lay down, this comes up, and now you're just hanging free. So now you're going to get the benefits of inversion therapy without having to go as high a degree. On the Teeter, as I said, or any inversion table, studies have shown you have to go to at least 20 degrees about there to get the benefit of inversion, because that's when your body starts to slide. Here you can be at 5 degrees, even the very lowest level, and your body will slide. I'm at 15 degrees, and this is going to pull much harder at 15 degrees than that does at 15 or maybe even 30 or something. Anyway, you can do leg curls like you can on there, but on there you got to be fully inverted. Here you can do leg curls at any angle. You can do butterflies with dumbbells, other kind of exercises while you're here. And you are going to be at one level. You're not going to be able to rock back and forth, but wherever you set, this is where you're going to be. And since you are using a lower level, you know, you don't have to go as high as the inversion table. Your chiropractor or your doctor may actually like this better because you're not going to put as much strain if you've had a contraindication like high blood pressure, you've had a heart attack, a stroke, you have eye problems, maybe headaches. Headaches can get better, but they can also get worse. But if you have one of those problems, like you look at Mia Campbell's book, Inversion Therapy, and she talks about that, then this might be really good. Okay, now to come back up, you can put an arm down, you can put a hand down, put a hand back over here, however, to come up. The easiest way though, and this is why I suggest you get the inversion boots, gravity boots with the hooks, just a leg curl, grab onto the hooks, and then you come back up. Once you're up here, you slide back up and take these off. Another way that you can do inversion, I'll show you this down here at a lower level even, come down to number 2. One of the things you cannot do on most any inversion table is you can hang face down. So you just put your face down, push right here, let your boots come down, and they're going to hook on. And now you're hanging free, and you're getting the benefits of inversion. And it also puts a more of an angle in your knees than the other way, so it takes more pressure off your knees than it would the other way. So this is really nice. You can also do planks. So not only are you getting the benefit of inversion, but you're also working your abdominals, and obviously I need that. I'm in my mid-50s now, put some weight on because of accidents and back injuries and just eating too much. So anyway, you can do different exercises right here. Whatever you want. If you can think of it, you can probably do it on the toe gym. And then to get off, just push up right here. The boots come up, let back down, and then push off the ground, and you're still sitting. You can come back up here. Get up. I'm in my mid-50s now. If I can do that, hopefully most of you can also do that. Okay? Now, what you can also do, you cannot do this on any inversion table, is you can turn this around. Here, you can do it like it would normally be for a pull-up. You can hook these pins on one of these welded hooks, put them on the ground, whatever. But if your doctor or your chiropractor doesn't want you inverting even at 5 degrees, then you might want to try this, because now, and normally you would do this without your boots on, but just hang from your hands right here. And I put a pad right here for my head. And if you have a monorail, you can just rest it on there. But this way, you're decompressing your wrists, your elbows, your shoulders, your back, your lower back, and your head is up. So you don't have to worry if you've had one of those problems. So your doctor, your chiropractor might go for this when they don't go for the inversion. And you can also do pull-ups. You can hang from one hand. Just keep bending your elbows so you don't put too much pressure on it. Okay? You can come back up like here, just put your feet right here. Come back up, and you're off. Now, one of the things I didn't show you, I forgot about, and that is, if you're hanging this way, and this is up higher, and you can see right here, if it's down low, you're not going to be able to get them in here. But if this is up higher, like here, like it was before, you can hook your boots in here, and you can actually just hang from one boot. Just unhook the other one while you're hanging, hook it back on, and that way you get more of a stretch at a lower angle if you want to, or for that leg. Okay? Again, if you buy a model, whether it's the Total Gym, the Total Trainer, the Vigor Fit, the Weider Body Works, or the old Omni Gym like I used to have, just make sure you have height adjustments. Especially for someone like me, I wear a size 14 shoe, so it's really good to have that extra room, but you also have the versatility. Some units don't have the height adjustment. I would suggest you get one with this. Very, very important, I think. Okay, now, one of the things I wanted to go over was the portability of these units. This one weighs 100 pounds. It is portable. It folds up fairly neatly, easily. One of the nice things about this one is that the board comes off fairly easily. Just pops off. You can actually use this as a stepper if you want to for other exercises. Okay. You can use it as a slant board. Put it on against your couch or something, or if you're on vacation. You can take it to a park if you want to lay on it, sit on it for people. It's padded, and it comes off really easily. Some of these devices, they don't come off like that, and then you can just pop it back on, and that's how easy that is. Okay, now this weighs about 100 pounds, so you can fold it and move it. It actually has wheels back here in the back here, not this part. Most units, this part or down there is the wheel. This has actual wheels, and so it's also very portable, but it's not as easy to fold up as this one. Over long distances, this will be easier because it has wheels. Short distances, this is a lot easier, and I'll show you that right now. Okay, this is the way that you'll want to move this around. Just pull the pin, put this back in here, pull it over, and now to move this, you never actually have to pick up the inversion table. You can just slide it back, move the front, slide it, again, turn it around. You can just slide it like here, move it, and you keep sliding it. Or you can rock it back and forth. You never actually have to pick up the inversion table to move it. Okay? Messed up my pad right here. And this is really nice if you have these pads all the way around. I got these at Harbor Freight. These make it really nice in the garage or wherever you have room for it. Normally my car goes right here, but I'm putting these right here just for demonstration. What I wanted to go over here was there's 3 books you might want to get. The first one is The Gravity Guiding System by Dr. Robert Martin. He was a doctor. He was also the inventor, I believe, of the gravity boots. This was written back in the 70s. He goes over a lot of information, the 6 basic postures. You're going to find a ton of information here that's really helpful. The second one is Better Back, Better Body by Joanne Broach. She goes over the lymphatic system. She goes over rocking back and forth, a lot of different things about inversion. Mia Campbell, she talks about the slant board like I showed you. She talks about the different contraindications and which ones to avoid. Okay, these 3 books I got on eBay for less than $10 each. You really probably should get these books because not only are you going to learn a lot, but if you want to help somebody or somebody comes over and you want to show them and they have a question and you don't know the answer, you'll either know the answer by reading these or you can refer to the books. So I very highly recommend getting these books. Another thing is that after you work out, if you want to avoid the D.O.M.S effect, the delayed onset muscle soreness effect, right after an arm workout, if you hang from your hands, that'll avoid a lot of the soreness that you'll get the next day or 2. If you're doing a leg workout, right afterwards you'll want to hang from your feet up here in the gravity boots, or on here, either way. And that'll help get rid of the D.O.M.S effect there too, the soreness that you'll get. Some of the other things is that if you have different injuries, like let's say you had you have an ankle injury, something like that, you might not want to hang on the inversion table because that's going to put a lot of pressure on your ankle. So you want to rehabilitate it, and you can do that on here. You can hang from your hands until this gets better, or you can do exercises. You can do that with the different joints. Anything other than the ankles, and if it's a chronic situation, something that doesn't go away, or you just got injured,